Dear student, the next topic is speed, and in previous video we have discussed about the uniform motion and non-uniform motion. I think you should learn very clearly. The next topic is speed. Speed means, let us tell you speed. What is speed? Suppose that you are going from your home to your school. You travel some distance by left and right, and then you reach your school, and the total distance traveled by you from your home to school is 10 meter, and the interval of time is 2 hour. Simply what? 2 hour. It means time is 2 hour, and total distance by you from home to school is 10 kilo. Then the speed will be 10 meter divided by 2 hour, 10 kilometer divided by 2 hour, and the speed will be 5 kilometer per hour. Simply the definition of speed is given by the ratio of distance traveled by a moving object to the time taken by the moving object is known as the speed of the moving object. Simple, the ratio of the distance traveled by the object to the time. Another definition is the distance traveled by the moving body in unit time. 1 second is called speed. This is the very simple, as you can say very simple, because we say simply the distance traveled by moving object per unit time or in unit time is called speed. But you should know very well that time should be unit, means 1 second. As you know, if any object is n, then the n is divided by 1, this is equal to n. This quantity will be equal to this. So the definition is given as the distance traveled by moving object in unit time is called speed. If x is distance traveled by the object is the time taken, then the speed equal to, simple, the ratio of distance upon time taken. If distance is x, time is t, then x by 2 the speed. It is a scalar quantity. Speed is a scalar quantity. We take, if we put the value of x and t, then x equal to, if 10 meter and time is 2 seconds, then speed equal to 10 meter by 2 seconds is equal to 10 by 2 is equal to 5 meter per second. Speed equal to 5 meter per second. Okay, the unit of speed is meter per second. The velocity, the ratio of displacement to the time taken, is called velocity. Similar to the definition of speed, there was a distance and there is a displacement. Okay, so it is a vector quantity. Velocity is equal to displacement upon time taken. Unit is meter per second. The next term is uniform speed. It is defined as the, if a moving body covers equal distance in equal interval of time, then the speed of moving body is known as uniform motion. In the average speed, it is average speed, it means the ratio of total distance covered by a moving object to the distance to the time taken is known as average speed. It means, we take a, for example, let us consider you travels 1 kilometer in 1 hour and another 1 kilometer in second hour and next 1 kilometer in third hour. Similarly, you travels same distance in same interval of time, then your speed is said to be uniform speed. And the average speed, it means, let us consider you travels different distance in different interval of time, then you will find the total distance and total time taken, you will divide the total distance by the total interval of time or total time, then the ratio is known as average speed. Mathematically it is given by average speed equal to total distance upon total time taken, and unit is similar as the uniform speed. Unit is meter per second. And the next term is instantaneous speed. The speed at any instant of any moving body. It means consider any object is moving along a straight line or along any path, and you have to know about any instant time the speed of moving object. Then the speed at any instant of the moving object is said to be instantaneous speed. And the definition is given by the speed of a moving body at a particular instant is called instantaneous speed. And if a moving body covers a distance delta s, delta is represent the change in distance for a small interval of time delta t. And delta here, the meaning of delta for t is also the interval of time. And the instantaneous speed is given by limit delta t tends to 0 delta s upon delta t, where limit delta t tends to 0, it means that interval of time is very small, is very small, it tends to 0 but not equal to 0. And then instantaneous speed is equal to limit delta t tends to 0 delta s upon delta t. We will discuss in the numerically in the next another video. And we take an example of a speedometer. Speedometer measures instantaneous speed. When you driving the bike or car, then you can observe the speedometer, and at that time speedometer represents the instantaneous speed. In the case of uniform speed, the instantaneous speed always equal to the average speed, because the instantaneous speed is constant and average speed is the total average, is total distance upon total time. So instantaneous speed equal to average speed. Let us discuss the types of velocity. Uniform speed with direction. This term velocity is also known as speed with direction. So here term is uniform velocity. If a moving body covers equal displacement in equal interval of time, it is very similar to the uniform motion. There was a distance and here is a displacement. So if moving body covers equal displacement in equal interval of time, then the velocity is called uniform velocity. And in the reference of average velocity, the ratio of the total displacement covered by the total moving body to the total time taken. It means if any moving body travels different displacement for the different interval of time, then you will divide the total displacement by the total time taken or total interval of time, then that quantity is known as average velocity. And this is a vector quantity, because displacement is a vector quantity, it has a direction as well as velocity has the direction, a definite direction. So velocity or uniform velocity, these are the type of this velocity. Average velocity, these are the vector quantity. And the next term is acceleration. As you see, the rate of change of displacement is known as speed. The rate of change of displacement is known as velocity. The rate of change of distance is known as speed. Similarly, the velocity of any moving object may be changed. When any object is moving, then velocity of object may be changed. Then the rate of change of velocity with respect to the time is known as acceleration. It means you observe the change the velocity of any moving object in any interval of time, then you will divide the change in velocity to the by the total interval of time. then that quantity is known as acceleration. So acceleration is a vector quantity. It is denoted by the a having vector above, having arrow above the symbol a. Mathematically says it is given by acceleration is equal to v2 minus v1 upon t2 minus t1, change in velocity upon interval of time. The unit of acceleration is meter per second. If total interval of time is equal to t, then a is equal to v2 minus v1 upon t. In the form of vector is equal to v2 minus v1 upon t.